All right, so I'm coming to you from the shop today. We're looking at a 2009 Toyota Tacoma that is outfitted with a lot of off-road gear. You can see the big toolbox on the back. There's a shovel and a pickaxe that go in here. These parts swing open to allow access to the tailgate. This is an extra gas can holder. And I did a video on this truck and installing this rear bumper with the lights underneath a couple years ago. The customers come back and kind of a nice thing. And what we're going to do today is install these rock rails. So these rails here are called rock sliders or rock bars or rock rails. Now they go up underneath the cab there so that you can't damage the cab. If you get high centered or stuck, you have a place to jack from. So we're installing these rock rails today, and I'll show you the other side of the truck, what they look like. I've got one held in place with the jack here. So it looks like that. You don't see much of it from the side here, but it's like a running board of sorts, although it's actually functional. It's very sturdy. It's very tight up against the body. It bolts to the frame. I don't know if you can see that. I don't have a light there. And it actually bolts to the seam pinch weld underneath the truck in 7 places, I guess. Very sturdy. This truck also has the front bumper that I installed a few years ago. I think I did a video on this as well, and I don't recall the manufacturer, but it's pretty heavy duty. So between the four-wheel drive, the front and rear bumpers, the cargo box on top, and now the rock rails, and a locker rear axle. This has an electric rear axle, electric locking rear axle. He wants to put an air locker on the front. It's pretty much unstoppable. So I'm going to get to drilling these rock rails. Let me tell you what company it is. It's called Rocky Road Outfitters. And I don't know how much they cost. The customer supplied them. But it sure does make your truck tough and indestructible. There you go. That's what we're doing today. A little more off-road work on a 2009 Tacoma. Thank you for watching. Okay, here's a little special bonus feature. It's an addendum to our video. It's now 4 or 5 hours later. I have installed the rock sliders on this 2009 Tacoma. And I wanted to give you an idea of what it takes to put them on. I got my light here. So you got to drill into the frame with these 2 brackets. They come pre-welded to the rock sliders, and then along the seam, the body seam, there's 4 bolts, and together the rock slider acts like a running board, but together with the frame in there, you can't leverage enough to do any damage. So you can put your jack under here or slide on rocks or do whatever you want without damaging the cab of the truck. They look pretty good. You barely even know they're there because this truck is, of course, dark in color. But it goes with the motif of everything else on the truck, like the skid plate, the big huge bumper, the PIA lights, the brush guard, and the Schrockworks bumper, I guess that's what it's called. And the back has the caddies for the tools and for the shovels and things. So this truck is pretty well outfitted for some heavy-duty off-road, or even light-duty off-road for that matter. It's a pretty cool truck. Anyhow, that's what I wanted to emphasize, was how those rock sliders bolt to the truck. It takes more time fussing with them, getting them straight, getting them lined up, than it does, you know, if you just want to slap them on, you can probably do it in an hour, but it took me like 4 because I wanted them straight and wanted them to look good. I wanted them to be equal side to side. All right, thanks for watching. That concludes our episode on Tacoma Rock Sliders.